taking a picture.
Oops. You do it.
Okay. What are we talking about?
Well, the crowd won. What are we doing?
Hi everyone, we are in Tromsø and calling in the day before we set off on our big row. So yeah, we're just doing the last preparations. We've just had a humongous dinner cooked by Lisa, a full-on roast. So that was pretty damn good. You right, mate?
Sorry, yeah, I've been told I come across a bit of a tosser in these videos, so I'm going to try and keep my contribution as limited as possible.
It's just the feedback that we've been getting, apparently. I personally think you're doing a really good job.
Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks.
Anyway.
So, see, we've got a few fans out there. There's 3 in this room, so thanks, guys.
Should we do a little swivel?
Yeah, go on then.
Show the team. Team number 1, Holly, Lisa, and cousin Liz.
Hi.
Ooh.
Right.
So.
That's all.
It takes one tosser to know one. Yes, it does, Tim. Yeah. Okay. So, any questions? Oh, are there any questions?
So at the moment our boat is sitting out in the front in the harbour. We've got a start tomorrow of 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're the weather in Tromsø is not quite as blessed as back at home, unfortunately. It's about 11 degrees, it's cloudy, it's rainy,
miserable.
It's been pretty foggy. We've been looking at the weather obviously pretty cautiously and carefully and thinking about our route and how we're going to set off tomorrow. There's a little bit of concern about some wind coming up the Norwegian coast over the next few days.
There's a storm brewing and it's heading our way. Should be with us by Saturday.
So we're, as a result, we're kind of we're definitely going to start tomorrow. We need to get going, but we're thinking about the best route to make it as safe as possible for us. So we're going to, rather than going straight up and out into the Norwegian Sea, we're going to kind of go through some fjords up Norway, sort of further north, and use the shelter from the fjords before getting out into the open sea, and that will, that should hopefully protect us, and the storm should push past us, and then we can carry on.
Yeah, our onshore support in England has told us that we really don't want to be in this storm. Could be quite a nasty one. So let's kick off with the questions. Do they sell razor blades in Tromsø? No, they don't. Next question. Hi, Marge. When are you going to lose the tash? Well, actually, when I come back, I want to keep the tash and get rid of the beard. So that's the plan.
Great, lots of beard chat, which is good.
Yeah,
this is pretty much one of the main.
What's the local media interest? Do you want to answer that one?
Not great. We're in a paper.
We're in this huge paper called The Northern Lights.
Yes, well, we haven't seen it yet, but we're today or tomorrow. We should have bought that actually.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we've seen the article online. It's being published. Don't know, tomorrow.
Today or tomorrow, and there is a potential bit of chat about the local TV coming out to watch our departure, but apparently if it's raining they won't bother. So we'll have to see. The forecast isn't looking great. It's quite drizzly.
Matty Potton, you boys are smashing it. Thanks, mate. Hell's Bells, good luck tomorrow. Holly said it's freezing. It's not that cold, but it's not like summer, basically.
What navigation systems do you have? So we've got our Raymarine GPS system that's all set up on the boat, and we've got a couple of handheld devices which we will also be using. And then obviously the old-fashioned way, we've done our navigational courses, and we've got a few compasses, and we can get those out. And if all the power goes down, and hopefully that doesn't happen, because I wouldn't say we're that confident about our skills.
I mean, although it is fresh in the memory, because we were literally doing our navigation course last night and this morning. So
one of the things that has been a bit annoying over the last few days, we've been trying to calibrate the autopilot, which we have on our boat, but it seems to be having like a polar problem. So the compass is pointing 180 degrees in the wrong way. So as long as we remember that we're going the wrong way, then we should be going the right way, theoretically.
yeah, it would be fine. So Az, hi guys. Hi.
All right, Az?
How you doing? Right. Iona, has it been easier or harder than expected? I actually think the cycling I personally underestimated. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
But it was a struggle. It was just unrelenting.
Yeah.
And the build up, the accumulative build up of fatigue was quite tough to deal with. So we probably weren't that much fun to be around. But then we were both around each other, so it was actually all right.
Yeah.
Didn't have to talk or anything.
We used basically all of our rest days in continental Europe. So when we got to Copenhagen, we didn't have a rest day until we got to Tromsø. So that was 3 weeks of cycling, each day between 60 and 90 odd miles. And yeah, as Rob was saying, but it kind of wears you down. And but it was in terms of expectation, it has been tough, but we always knew it was going to be. I think the real one is the row, and that's what's coming. We don't really know what to expect. We know it's going to be really, really difficult, really, really hard. But what that feels like, we won't really know until we're out there.
But we're going to enjoy it. We have to enjoy it.
Yes, we will enjoy it.
If we don't embrace it, I think it's going to be a real struggle. So
Yeah.
just go with it. Hells again, do you have Wi-Fi or signal on the boat?
We've got a satellite phone which obviously connects to satellite. We've also got this Iridium satellite device which creates kind of a Wi-Fi hotspot for your mobile phone, and you can send emails, texts, but it's really slow. It's like back in the 90s dial up, but then like 10 times slower than that. So we're going to try and send a photo a day. We were just testing it today, and the photos were 4 kilobytes that came through. So kind of like the size of, I don't know, a stamp. So I'm afraid our Instagram page, which I know is amazing and looks so great, the quality of photography is going to go a bit downhill.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're going to get some good shots. We've heard that there's whales about, which we're very excited.
There's even an albino.
Albanian. What's he doing up here?
Albino whale that I saw on a video today that a local Norwegian took. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So cool.
The birds, the real heroes.
Yeah, stealing the show. Daryl.
Bollocks
Oh,
who
hi.
survived 2,000 miles in the saddle. Yeah. How were our bollocks? I think.
Is that the question?
Yeah. They were all right, actually. It was more the backside, really.
Yeah, and to be honest, they weren't too bad.
You've got to care. You've got to chamois up before and after, I find.
Yeah, just it wasn't too bad. It was a bit painful, but not too bad. It's what you'd expect it to be. I think the row will be worse because what you have there is you have the pressure, same as cycling, but you've then also got the risk of salt sores, which just makes everything more painful, and and that can develop into some nasty sores and boils and all sorts.
We have the luxury chamois with us for the boat as well, which will
This is bum cream, by the way.
should definitely be applied regularly.
Okay.
Sorry,
Sorry.
a couple there, mate.
Having spent over a month on the bikes, would you rather wheels for legs or handlebars for arms? Great question. I think I'll go for wheels for legs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go wheels for legs. Definitely, much more fun. Lovely Tash, thank you.
One for Lisa. What's the wine like in Tromsø?
Well, it's very difficult to buy it, and it's very expensive, so we haven't really sampled much of it. But
Yeah.
maybe later tonight.
Yeah. But you can't buy booze in the supermarkets over 4%, so there's not much fun going on here.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, booze is not great.
Yeah. Branos,
Sorry, go on.
have you prepared for a polar bear encounter? Yes, we actually had to write a big health and safety thing to get the governor of Svalbard's permission to even do this crossing, and a lot of it's all about polar bears. We decided to rule out taking a gun because it was going to be expensive and we would need a license, and it would just been a lot of faff, and we really didn't want a gun on the boat. So our precautions are flares and a air horn type foghorn thing.
Yeah, we did just. We were just given a pretty good tip by someone who said, don't fire the flare towards the bear because it'll go over his head and then it'll run towards you. So fire it straight up above you or even behind you a bit, and that'll scare him off. Could have been a bad mistake, that one.
Yeah. I mean, that could save our lives. We shouldn't actually meet any bears until we're approaching Svalbard.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Even then, it's pretty unlikely. Although there are more polar bears on Svalbard than people.
Yeah.
But then there's not many people either.
Has Poldy lost anything yet?
I actually haven't. You know what? As Rob, is that kind of been the
Yeah,
the
I've
one
taken
losing
that.
things.
I've lost a wallet, and then I lost
My bank card.
Poldy's bank card.
I gave it to him because I didn't trust myself.
Yeah, so yeah, it's not been good. Thanks.
We haven't
Chris.
lost much though, actually.
No, we haven't lost since the wallet and the bank card. We haven't lost much. Liz, right. What wildlife are you expecting to see?
No, we definitely didn't plan that question.
Well,
Yeah, we've just answered that.
well, we've
Whales.
done the Albanian whale.
Yeah, can't wait to see the Albanian whale. We've also
Walrus.
Walruses on Svalbard. They should be around.
So a humpback whale. There's talk of a blue whale or two kicking around Svalbard at the minute,
Yeah,
And
that they've been
puffins.
seen.
which is very exciting.
Yeah,
Puffins,
we've already seen some puffins actually. Yeah,
killer whales
yeah,
or orcas.
definitely.
Maybe a dolphin or two.
Greenland shark, really unlikely, but that would be cool. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
about it. We've seen a few eagles recently. Don't know.
Yeah.
I've packed a fishing line, so probably catch some fish en route as well.
She's going to be catching
Quite cool.
some whoppers.
Yeah.
Tim Sexton, no, I think it's a yeah, Peter, thanks for correcting him, Sexton. No, we're not taking one of them.
No.
Tash, Sam, Arabella, and Max. Oh,
Nice.
hi guys. Hope you're well. Keeping your parents up. Straw. Right, okay. Laura, how long are you expecting to row? And do you have enough food? So we hope it's going to take 3 weeks, but we planned for about 4, but worst case 5, I think.
Yeah, I think we've got enough food for about 30 to 32 days. So we want to do it within that time. Otherwise, we're going really slowly. It means either we've got really lazy and we can't hack it, or the weather is massively against us.
Yeah.
So
We can ration, obviously, and
yeah, we can definitely hold back, but we don't really want to because we want to eat a lot and keep our energy high.
yeah. Are you wearing life jackets? Yes, we will be wearing life jackets. So,
yeah.
So don't worry, Mum. We will be wearing
Yes,
life jackets. They inflate as you hit the water. Pretty
Yeah,
chunky
they're
ones.
yeah, they're good ones.
Do you chamois each other? No, we don't.
No,
Nice hair. Thanks. Yeah.
thanks, Chloe.
Daryl, what does chamois mean? I think we've covered that one. It's just
It's just cream.
it's bum cream.
Rob's obsessed with it.
It's good. Arabella and Max are asking, are you going to row with no clothes on? No.
Probably not.
I doubt they are asking that, Sam. I think that's you who's asking that. No, we're definitely not. It's going to be between 5 and 10 degrees, I think, plus wind chill, and it's going to be wet as well.
The water here is 10 degrees, but it'll drop quite a lot as we go up and into the sea.
Yeah.
So you get splashed with that, and it's icy. It feels icy.
Yeah, and then following on from that, Chloe, is it going to be very cold on the boat? Yeah, yes, I think it is. It's always colder on the boat, isn't it, Holly, as a sailor? Yeah.
We've also got we've got good gear. We've been sponsored by Musto, who've given us a lot of proper offshore sailing gear, and then we've also got these sleeping bags that are lined with, like, it looks like fur basically, but it's not, obviously.
Oh, it's so cozy.
And they're really nice and warm, so hopefully they'll keep us cozy.
Yeah. Hi, Petra. Have we got wool jumpers? Kind of just answered that. No, we don't. We don't. And actually,
we probably should.
Yeah, we just met a local chap who rowed this stretch of water last year, and he was Tour absolute hero, and he was in the boat, the first boat to do it. And he said everyone else had the same sort of gear that we've got on, and really suffered because it wasn't breathable, and when they sweat, they didn't dry. So they're obviously designed to keep the water out, but actually when you get the water in, you can't get it out. So he wore wool with like a basic Gore-Tex on top, and he was absolutely fine, but it's something we don't have.
No. So what he was saying, and a couple of Norwegian people have said this, and these guys, they do kind of know what they're talking about, but wool, it gets wet, but it keeps you warm even when it's wet, whereas where these synthetic clothes get wet, they make you cold. So we don't have them.
No.
But
sure, it'll be fine. Race, my guys. Daryl, piping up, aren't you? How many days do you expect to be rowing? We've answered that.
3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks. When's the homecoming party? No idea. Let's get home first.
September.
Petra, where do you sleep on the row?
So we've got 2 cabins, and one at the front, one at the back. We've got a lot of stuff, and there's not a huge amount of space, but we use the back cabin for sleeping in, and because we're rowing 2 hours on, 2 hours off, there will only ever be one person really sleeping at a time. And so we have the back cabin as the dry cabin, and then we have the front cabin as a wet cabin. So the idea is that you get changed after your shift in the front, and then you just run into the back and keep the dry one where we sleep nice and dry.
Yeah, we need to practice how that's all going to work, but
yeah, there's a lot of things that we're going to be learning on the road as we go. We've just kind of thrown stuff onto the boat. We haven't really worked out where things go. We've just sort of, I think we'll get going and then see what works, what doesn't work, and shift things around.
Exactly. Lisa, you obviously weren't listening earlier. Yeah, sorry. Is the compass on your boat working okay? No, it's not. It's pointing 180 degrees in the wrong direction. Tim, what is the anticipated daily distance? That's a good question. I think we figured out it was... Holly, you were there this morning, weren't you? What was it?
20 miles a day?
No, it was more than that. I think it was 30 miles a day.
Okay. Who are you talking to that with?
The Coast Guard guys.
Yeah, I think 30 miles a day would be over. That's over 24 hours.
Yeah.
Is definitely achievable and would be keep us on track nicely.
It just depends on the conditions. Right at the minute, it's a northerly wind at about 15 knots probably up there, and that would be impossible to really go very fast. So it's going to be changing to a westerly, and we can make some progress in that. So it just depends.
So when we get these strong northerlies, what we'll do is we've got this thing called para anchor, which is this underwater parachute that you deploy to the front of the boat, and it just goes out on this long line, bit like a jellyfish and just catches the wind and the current, and it slows the boat right down like an anchor basically in the middle of the sea, and that stops even if you've got really strong winds blowing you from the north the wrong direction. It will stop the boat to about 1 knot, which is great, and there's no point in us rowing against winds that we can't move forwards on. So that's what we'd do. We'd deploy that and wait it out a bit, catch up on sleep,
Yeah.
eat, that sort of thing, and then
Crack open the whiskey.
yeah, exactly.
Right. What about taking a fishing rod? Yeah.
Yes.
Holdy's taking his rod.
So yeah, I've got a fishing line which I could just throw in the shallower, like in the fjord and maybe up where Bear Island, and hope to catch a few fish.
Yeah.
Rob will love.
Are you going to row together?
Probably not that much, but we might end up. So basically, the plan is initially to do 2 hours on, 2 hours off. But if we find that we're not making enough headway, and it's actually better to row together and then rest together, then we'll do that.
Yeah.
Max asks,
Are you likely to
Let's
see any
see.
Russian submarines?
Good question, Max. No.
Could do. I'll keep a lookout, and we'll definitely take a photo if we're allowed.
yeah. I think the only Russian things we'll probably be seeing is like logs, Siberian logs. Apparently there's quite a few out there, so we've got to watch out for them.
Oh yeah.
Maybe the odd floating container. How much sleep will you get each day? I really don't know. I hope to get at least.
We want to get about 8 hours. don't we?
Yeah, well, it's not going to. I was hoping to get at least 6, but I don't think it's going to happen. So
I'm going for 8.
yeah, good luck with that. This is the worst cruise idea ever. Yes, it is. Thanks, Peter. Daryl, do you carry all your fresh water, or do you? No, I can't even say that. Yeah,
Desalinate it.
Desalinate. Sorry, it's Cathy. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, we have a water maker that turns our seawater into drinking water, but notoriously they don't work very well. So we have taken 100 litres with us as backup, basically.
We've also got a handheld water maker, a manual one, which you just pump, but you have to do it at this speed, and it takes about 2 hours of doing that to get about a litre of water. So it's really inefficient and something we really don't want to do, but
Yeah.
it's there if we need it.
Are you taking loo paper? Yes, we've got
Yes.
9 rolls of luxury loo paper. What backup is lined up just in case? Shall I go for it? So yeah, we have a search and rescue organisation that does like global search and rescue called GEOS Alliance. They're an American company. It won't be them who's actually going out, but they'll coordinate with the Norwegian Coast Guard, whether it's on Svalbard or near to Tromsø, that will do the search and rescue. And we have various means of contacting them. We've got a satellite phone, we've got an Iridium Go, which is another another communication
Yeah.
equipment, and we have an EPIRB, which is like our emergency button that we can either press ourselves, or if it comes underwater, it will automatically go off.
We also have a life raft, which is absolutely massive. It's a really annoying
really heavy.
thing in the boat because it's huge. But that we can obviously, if the boat's going down, you never get into a life raft unless you really have to, because they're not the most sturdy things in the world. But we have got that, and in it we've got a grab bag. We've got a grab bag that that's got survival stuff for 24 hours or so.
Yeah. Survival suits as well.
They're pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Where are the heads? I don't know, the heads to what?
Yeah, they're so number ones are just over the sides, nice and easy. Number 2's over the side's quite risky. If you're going to go for that, I wouldn't do it in rough water.
I'm not doing that.
It's
It's a bucket.
there's a bucket. We've got a blue
It's a
bucket. We've got 3 blue buckets. We mustn't get mixed up which bucket's which. But yeah, it's just a bucket job.
It's a bucket. How long do you sleep on the boat? Done that? How do you do
Most
anything?
important point is put a little bit of water in the bucket before you do your business. Otherwise, you've got a messy situation.
Yeah, and make sure you clean it afterwards thoroughly. Right, anything else? Are you bored of each other's chat yet? Very bored.
Oh, it's dreadful.
Awful. To the people of Svalbard, now you're arriving, there'll be a party. Yeah, we do have a couple of contacts.
Couple of little people contacts. We've been recommended 2 pubs, which we're looking forward to.
Yeah, we're hoping there could be at least a free drink out there.
Yeah, I hope so.
But yeah, what home comforts have you missed? Yeah, I got asked this one the other day, and I said a cup of tea, like a proper cup of tea, because I don't do tea that well out here. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, just had a roast. That was a good flashback to home. Yeah, just friends and family really. It's just been stuck with this one for solidly. So
Sky Sports as well. Arabella asks, what will you do in a storm? Yeah, we've kind of just sort of explained that.
you just got to ride it out really. Put the power anchor out, shut the hatches, and just sort of ride it out. Wait until it finishes.
Yeah, if it's a proper storm, it's too risky to row. We're not in a race. We'll just play it safe, and just bunker up and wait for it to die down.
Yeah.
Baz, how are you going to tell the blue buckets apart?
I'll just give it a quick sniff before.
No. Ooh. Risky. Risky.
Cool.
Right.
I
Okay.
think that's probably all of it.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
We'll be setting off around 11 o'clock here, so 10 a.m. for you guys, and we'll try and put a bit of social media stuff on. And please keep following us. We're now at the last stage, and we're just over halfway to fundraising our target. So just keep spreading the word, keep sharing, and please try and get your friends to donate because it's still a really long way to go. And we are actually close to achieving our first mission, which is to get Svalbard. But we're still quite a long way off getting our second target, which is £100,000 for the Scouts. So, but thank you so much, everyone, and we will be in touch.
Yeah, cheers for tuning in and the support. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Do you want to save that?
Ooh, 59 viewers.
Sorry guys, we must be really boring you.
No,
Kids are being like,
it's because there was loads of questions, but the further you fall behind the questions, the more irrelevant all the rest of the people's comments become. So you almost need to keep up with it, otherwise what you're replying just falls out of fashion. So you sort of got to-
And also, I don't think you need to do all the questions. Either.
Yeah, you still, and also like people asking the same things because by the time they read to you hadn't yet answered it.
But it was 30 minutes.
No, that's fine, but people kept writing stuff and they weren't
Share
getting their questions answered, and I don't think people
Yeah,
answer
because
them
I
until
wrote
they
about
see.
doing number 2, but somebody else said something about the bloody heads. So.
Yes, I think that was more
but-
just going through. I think it was good.